Hello and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. Today, a green day across the sector. Nothing major yet, but we'll see how the stock market opens and if that has any impact on the crypto sector. But for now, the chart is prepared for higher prices. We will take a specific look at why the chart is prepared and what's going on there. But overall, after yesterday's Fed interest rate decision, sell-off, mini crash. It wasn't really a crash, but mini crash. And swift recovery. Things are looking not too bad, okay? Wanted to start here on the daily time frame because every day new members are joining here, or new viewers at least are subscribing. So I wanted to take everybody on board here, get everybody on the same page. What we're dealing with here on the Bitcoin chart is probably the very late stage of the very late stages of a Bitcoin bull market, which actually started already in 2022. Yeah. So we have seen a nice upside rally, a nice upside reaction here, also from the April 2025 low. That was the last really significant swing low. Before that, we had a low in August 2024, and this was a larger degree a wave 4 of a large 5-wave pattern. And this 5-wave pattern started in 2022. We have a wave 1, we have a wave 2, we have a wave 3, we have a wave 4, and a wave 5. And in the wave 5, from an Elliott Wave point of view, we also want to see 5 waves, right? So we have a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5. And this 5th wave that started in August 2024 is likely an ending diagonal pattern, which explains why the 5th wave is an ABC structure, okay? And ideal targets here, 61.8 extension, 78.6 extension, 100% extension in the current environment. So we're talking about 127,436, 136,522 as next immediate upside levels and targets to watch on the daily time frame. I think it's important to understand that we are really in the late stages of a bull market. At any point, stuff could top here, Bitcoin could top, and that would also drag a lot of other coins with Bitcoin into the abyss, into a large correction, because this entire move up from the 2022 low at least will be corrected, maybe even more than that, maybe even the larger time frame structures, depending on how we count and interpret the larger time frame. But that's stuff for a different topic. That's for really the weekly charts. So a larger correction will happen, should happen, not will, should happen. It will happen at any point, right? At some point, a large correction will happen. I mean, but you can't say when, but it should happen once we top out here after this rally. So I would still like to see the market get to 130K, maybe a little higher. But as I said to you, I will not confirm a top until we actually break relevant support levels. So I always will tell you about what the relevant support levels are. Just wanted to get everybody on the same page. That doesn't mean I'm bearish at the moment. No, I'm still bullish. Still looking for higher prices. Just highlighting we're coming closer and closer to my target area around 130K. The wave count itself, if we zoom in a little bit, as I said, the 5th wave up from the April low is an ABC structure because we're dealing with a larger ending diagonal pattern. And the A wave topped in May, the B wave bottomed in June, and we're now likely in a C wave to the upside, which should be a 5-wave pattern. We have a wave 1, we have a wave 2, the 3rd wave is likely still unfolding, then there could be a 4th wave and a 5th wave. So we're tracking a 5-wave sequence to the upside here at the moment. And that 5-wave sequence to the upside, is kind of maybe in the mid stages here from the June low, So we're about to start wave 5 of 3, then there could be another wave 4 and another wave 5. I mentioned already a couple of weeks ago, we're now likely going to enter the choppy phase. You might remember that if you watched the video then. And I think that was absolutely correct. Why did I say the choppy phase? Well, because, hold on, I wanted to delete this. Well, because, if you track this move to the upside, as I do, then you see that we completed the 3rd wave already, right? Now I need to change the wave degree here because on the smaller time frame I just increased the wave degree for everything so I can add more detailed wave counts. But we basically completed here the 3rd of a 3rd wave internally from the July low, 4th of July low to the 14th of July high. Then we typically enter the phase where we get a wave 4 and a wave 5 and another wave 4 and another wave 5. Gets super, super messy. And so probably I need to move everything a little bit to the right here, because this wave 4 will also be quite substantial. This could be the last move up then before we really top out. Yeah, so there are a few more 4-5 patterns here, but it's the choppy phase, because these are typically really, really ugly and messy. And you see, we spent now a couple of weeks here in this sideways consolidation. That's what I mean when I talk about the messy phase. But hey, idea is a third wave top there in July. 14th of July, we had a 3-wave pullback. The price landed in wave 4 support, and we could indeed now be in the next move to the upside. Why? Because the price landed at support at 115K and has shown a 5-wave move to the upside from that low. That was a 5-wave move up from the 25th of July low. That's when I said to you that the idea is that we've bottomed there in wave 4, and we're now forming here, or we formed the 1-2 setup, yeah, and now we could be working on a third wave rally to the upside, and this would be the third wave, and the third wave should also be a 5-wave move, but we're tracking now the initial micro 5-wave pattern to the upside from that swing low there from yesterday, when the price bottomed after a corrective pullback in support, yeah. We've seen another nice and impulsive reaction, potentially impulsive. So it's looking promising. We have 5 waves up, 3 waves down. This also looks impulsive, even a little steeper than the initial rally there from the 25th of July low. So it's starting to look promising. I would like to see one more high for a 5-wave move. And micro support for upside continuation is 117,963. So any additional swing high here would mean we have 5 waves up, and that would be promising, right? So that's what I'm tracking, and that means after 5 waves up, I'm gonna adjust support. But at the moment, micro support is 117,960, looking promising. Next resistance is here located around 119,300, and then 119,840. And then obviously it opens the door to those Fibonacci levels above. We've got 122,700, 124,200. But overall, we should get into this 126 to 127K area next in this move. So it's getting really, really interesting. Might be a good day. We'll check it out. But after 5 waves, normally we would expect a corrective pullback, but we would then also need a signal that that pullback has actually started. So for now, we're tracking higher prices against 117,963. We had a 1-2 setup, so as always, when the setups are there, use them. Don't wait for setups that aren't even there, because sometimes the market just keeps going. Remember, we would start a third wave rally to the upside probably, which would normally be quite aggressive if that wave count is correct. So pullbacks might be shallow. That's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us over here on X for additional updates. You can also let us know which coins you want to have analyzed here. There's a pinned message here. So throughout the day, I will pop in, pop out, and reply to comments there and update charts as I go. So you can do a bit of a request Thursday here, and just participate if you would like to. So there are also additional updates here to be found on X, so check it out. I'll link it in the video description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.